Okay, welcome to the Generation Podcast, episode 304, with the illustrious Patrice.
What's up, baby girl?
It's baby boy. There's no women listeners.
What's up, baby boy? Who might identify as a baby girl? Then what's up, baby girl? And I don't actually mean a baby girl. I mean someone that's at least the age 18.
There was a story, what was that, about a guy who called in for tech support because he got gravy all over his keyboard?
Yeah, apparently there's this guy, he spilled gravy all over his laptop.
Yeah.
And while tech support was looking through the laptop, they found child porn.
Oh my god.
On his laptop.
What do you think the gravy was? What do you think the meal? I mean, we could go different directions. We could talk about, oh my god, child porn is horrible.
Or we could talk about,
or we could be like, what was this guy eating?
Yeah.
What was this guy eating, Patrice?
I'm thinking, Andy, more mashed potatoes, maybe a little bit of chicken, but it's really dry, so he's really got to smother
on the gravy. I think it was microwaved. It was one of those microwave meals.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was just heavy on the gravy, because guys that look like kiddie porn don't have time to cook.
No, they're lazy piece of shits, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They're monsters, yeah. Monsters.
So then what do you think the first mistake was? The child porn or the gravy?
Definitely the child porn. but not realizing you had something awful on your computer. Maybe not a good move. I mean, if you're going to do it.
Hey, this is...
Don't do it, but, you know.
This is whalish. Yeah, so is this the Geek Squad? Yeah, so, I think I broke my laptop. I was just having my usual dinner of, kids' cuisine. The ones with mashed potatoes with, it's got a lot of gravy.
It had the cookie, but normally I get the cookie, it had the one with the applesauce.
Yeah, and, could you guys come out here and take a look at the laptop? Yeah, okay, that's great. And, no, there's no malware or anything on the computer, no ads, it's pretty clean.
It's so clean.
And just,
oh god, it's so clean.
It's really clean, but there's just one folder on here that says Vacation 2021. Just don't look at that. Don't look at it. That's my personal vacation plans.
From the future!
You can't look at it! Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, you say it's gonna cost $75.42? Okay.
Oh, wait. Let me call Best Buy.
That's what happened. Geek Squad wouldn't have touched that shit, because they're like, I didn't know the game.
Okay, yeah.
But Best Buy comes over and is like,
they're like, okay.
Yeah, we got a problem here.
Yeah, with this guy, he actually mislabeled his folder. It says Vacation 2020, but this fucker's not going anywhere. You can't.
Look at him.
Look at him. You can't. I know you can rent.
No one's taking him anywhere.
You can buy 2 airplane tickets, but you can't buy 3. They even made that an option.
He's a fatty.
He's a big boy.
Yeah. It's so much gravy. We got a lot of gravy.
We got a lot of gravy here.
We're gonna need the baster.
We're
gonna have to reverse suction out the gravy.
You taking the keys?
No! That's my favorite QWERTY.
You're taking the X away. And K and I and D.
Oh.
Did you just put that together?
Yep. Don't take away my K key or my ID. What about PIX? No, I don't need...
The I was already gone.
I don't need the C. Because I'm cool. I type in the kids' language.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh.
Please don't listen to this, anyone that wants to hire us.
God.
So, what'd
Yeah.
you sleep, man? That's
and
like
actually,
afternoon, but...
Funny thing, I slept okay. I slept fine. But funny thing about that story is, he asked for his phone call, when he was in jail.
Yeah.
And who do you think he called?
I don't know.
He called his rep from, the company rep from, the oven gold potatoes, rep he knows to ship him some potatoes while he's in prison.
Potatoes in prison?
Yeah. Because he already, there's a gravy guy in prison, so he's like, oh, I got my gravy, but I need the potatoes.
I know I'm guilty. I can't get off of this.
Maybe if I find the laptop and put more gravy on it, maybe it'll disrupt the inner systems.
Oh, God, the gravy.
Gravy.
I thought it would have coded the picture so you couldn't see anything.
Instead, they just got like a laptop-sized windshield wiper and just wiped the screen to the side.
He's just like hemorrhaging gravy out of his pores, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, right. And so they get there, and they're checking out his computer, and he's just like...
He's like, what? I told you it's broken! You can't stop it!
Wait.
I'm imagining Grady Man. Hey, sorry, this is just the people coming by to mow the lawn that happen to be mowing during our podcast!
We're back. We're done with talking about gravy for a while.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, wait.
We're gonna talk about Patrice's dreams.
Yeah, how'd you sleep last night?
It's fine, I guess. I woke up at like 9 or 10 or something.
Well, you texted me
didn't
early.
stay awake. Yeah, I didn't stay awake though. I just didn't get up.
You just
I had to
texted
pee. My light was on. I was like, screw both of these
And then you went back to
signs to
sleep?
get up. I just went to sleep in my own
Oh, see?
full
Okay.
bladder
So,
haze.
I'm not the only one. I brought up this point a couple weeks ago, and it was, don't you ever just wake up and you're like, you have the urge to pee, and then you just don't?
Yeah,
and you,
but
and you were like, no, I never do that.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Shit. Well, what I meant was, no, I don't piss myself like you do.
Well, it wasn't implied. That wasn't the
I have
that wasn't
control.
the point I was making. The
I don't
point
have like effort to get up, but I have control to not piss myself in a bed of my own making. Yet I'm not there yet. So maybe you can give the listener some tips on how to piss your bed.
I think I'm past that. It'd be like employing a former drug addict to like give people tips about how not to do drugs.
You're like, there's no way you can.
I just can't accurately do it. I think. All right, if you really want to piss yourself, develop an alcohol problem for like, over a long period of like multiple years, like starting with you're like 16.
Yeah, 16.
Just like sprinkle the
23.
inklings, and then the breadcrumbs, and then
ignore your body signs.
Ignore your body signs. I never pissed the bed in college, which was surprising.
Wow.
However, I would wake up and like sleepwalk and go pee like on the floor of my roommate's bathroom.
You wouldn't make it to the fucking toilet? I have dreams about that, but that doesn't happen.
I did it all the time. I don't even remember doing it.
Wildly, and I still have to go and go and go.
And then on top of that, you can also pee on your friend's couch.
Yes, while you were sleeping?
And then, like, deny it. Yeah, while you were sleeping.
You did not pee on his couch? Does he have a dog?
He does, but his...
Did you blame the fucking dog?
No, I was just like, dude, I don't think I peed, man. And he was like, no, I think you did. It's wet. Why is it wet? And I was like, I don't know. Why aren't you wet?
Why is water wet?
Why are we alive? Just try to, and then like ruin that relationship with your friend for a couple months, and then have to call and apologize, and have it be heartfelt, which it was, and then on top of that, continue drinking, and then drinking a lot at home in your own bed at night. Drink like 5 or 6 beers, and try to be really adamant about peeing every time you feel the urge to, and then pee a final time before you go to bed, and then when you're putting your head down to sleep, and you're like, oh, I could maybe pee, go pee again. And then fall asleep and still piss your bed.
So you can't even drink like water or anything before bed because you're just flirting with danger, man.
No, I do. It's flirting with danger when you add that and then you double your sleeping medication. That's what results in it in a sober state.
So yeah, you don't want to double your sleeping medication. If you're listening out there, if you're having trouble sleeping, but you're on sleep medication,
you don't want to
talk to your doctor before you.
You don't want to double
do
it.
Anything.
You
no,
want
to.
You want to triple it.
Yeah.
So last night though, that's
what Heath Ledger did.
Is that what he did? I thought he killed himself.
No, it was sleeping medication.
Right.
No, look it up. I was just saying, it worked for Heath Ledger, works for Patrice. It works for you, audience.
Is that what Kurt Cobain did too?
No.
And what Amy Winehouse did?
No.
What about Anna Nicole Smith?
I don't know. I don't study that one. She wasn't an artist.
Jimi Hendrix too. Yeah, there's all sleeping meds, right?
No, it's all sleeping medications.
Meds.
Right, I tripled it.
Can you die from this? There have been studies shown that if you take 4 to 5 times your purposeful dose amount, you know, you don't want to do that. You'd be in dangerous waters.
You sleep better.
Okay.
Forever.
So, okay. And are you saying how's the interaction? Say if someone were taking heroin, would that be like a positive? Like, would you feel good if you took both? You'd be like, oh, okay, those actually have a positive correlation where it's going to drastically amplify the effects of both drugs. Okay, so don't. Yeah, that's a no-no, right?
Yeah.
You're like, dude, get me a fucking 8-ball now. I know what I'm writing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Script for an
fucking
8-ball.
Yeah, Johnny Cash may have written All Along the Watchtower, but we're gonna write All Along
Johnny
the Watchtower
Cash didn't write
Part 2.
Along the Watchtower.
Or what's his face? Bob Dylan. I hurt myself today.
He didn't write that either.
I know that was
Trent Reznor. 9 Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails
Yeah.
was like, okay, it was a band, not an individual.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he wrote. He is the band. Look it up.
There's got to be. Why doesn't he? Wait, so you're telling me Trent Reznor, 9 Inch Nails is just one person?
He brings people on for
Stage performances.
Yeah.
That's like Tame Impala, if you know who that is. That's more like.
I've heard of them.
Oh,
Him. Is it a man or a woman?
It's a man.
Okay. So what was your dream like, Mr. Sleep? Mr. Pisses his butt?
No. We're gonna stick to Mr. Sleep because you know what's not gonna happen. This title's not gonna be about me peeing.
It's
and
not
it's
gonna
not
be
gonna
called-
be, and it's not gonna be in the description.
It's not going to be
not
called
happening.
Patrice Pisses the Bed. It's just going to be called Pissing the Bed.
No, it's not. Well, I'm shutting the dream down. We're not.
Pissing the bed after you eat too much gravy and you drink too much water because you don't have an alcohol problem anymore, but you still drink too much beverages.
It's not making its way into the title.
Else.
We're trying. Patrice would like to try and get away from this. This fucking
narrative.
This
false
narrative.
This false narrative.
And one occurrence while you're sober, and multiple. I don't care about the
Multiple.
times. I don't care about the times I was drunk at all. Whatever. Throw that in. That's just like that's 2 eggs in a basket.
You probably drank on average more drinks than I did when I drank, but I drank for twice as long as you. And I never pissed the bed.
You don't know that. You don't know
never
that.
pissed
That's
the bed
false.
once.
Okay, not
One
the piss
time.
bed.
Not one time.
Okay, I don't know if you drank twice as long as me. You're saying
Yes,
you're
I
a
did.
stamina man?
No, like as many years.
Okay.
I
well,
drank
that's-
from 17 to 32, and you drank from 16 to 23, right?
Yeah.
And you pissed your bed dozens of times.
Dozens?
Or someone else's bed.
Dozens.
Someone
that
else's
replies,
couch.
Dozens reply in
Half
implies,
a dozen at least.
Okay, half a dozen I'll take. Dozens implies there's more than 1 dozen.
All right.
And that's a high ceiling.
Well, we might be lowballing it. You like to pee things. It's okay.
I peed on a cop car once.
I peed on. That's awesome.
Yeah. But it turns out I was dreaming and I peed my bed.
One time I made my aunt pee herself. I was at an IHOP and
Was she laughing?
she laughed because this guy in a wheelchair farted really loud right next to me or behind me, and I just look at her and I was like, I wish you could see my face, audience, but I was just like, and
How old were you?
20? No, 22. I think I was 22. And
It's Taylor Swift year.
yeah, see, feeling 22. He's pooping in his pants. He can't walk and he's gone to IHOP with his friends.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Got 5 more years to do. Heroin until I die. I'm feeling 22. 27's gonna be the end.
Oh, yeah.
Hendrix and Winehouse are my go-to role models.
Heroin friends. So she starts like kind of laughing because I was like trying not to laugh, and then she's like just like giggling, like holding herself, and then she's just like we get outside. She's like, I peed my pants. You made me pee my pants.
Like heavy flow or more of like a trickle.
Medium flow, I think. Not a heavy flow. I think that's really only reserved for periods.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've never.
Or you in a bed.
No, typically when I peed the bed, it wouldn't be a lot because I'd be trying to be so proactive about peeing. There was like this reserve tank that didn't make itself aware.
You're like a cow with a 4th stomach.
Cows have 4 stomachs?
Yeah, dude.
Man, that's cool.
That's pretty cool. They're so useless though. They just eat 4 stomachs worth of fucking grass so we can eat them and they taste better.
And then they have like prolapsed tits.
Yeah.
What if women's
udders are prolapsed tits?
What if women's tits looked like a cow's udders?
I mean, I'm sure there are some out there that do. There's
But
a lot of nipple variety in this world.
Okay, but you're thinking singularly. I need you thinking plurally, as in 4. I need
8.
I need
6
or
8. I think it's 6.
I need each breast. Oh, those are dogs.
There's a dog. Yeah.
The dogs are back. I need each breast to have a set of 4 udders, and
That's
then you
so
go
many
up.
Udders, like 8 udders.
And then think about how gross it would be to put all group them into one, and
then just group
tongue,
them and it's
and then tongue all of them.
Tongue all of them together. Just flicking your tongue around the.
And she's like,
the tip of the
you
udders.
gotta be careful of my left udder. Be like, which one? The one that's on my left. Your left or my left?
Yeah.
My left. Well, is it the top one or the bottom one?
It's the sides, you idiot!
Quadrant 4.
You can't make somebody come. Bed pisser.
All right, we're gonna keep going here. There's a lot of things I don't make fun of you for.
I don't give a shit. That's the best part.
Why? That I'm nicer than you?
I'm a walking joke.
Well, evidently I am too.
No,
I'm more of a sleeping joke.
No, I want to hear your dreams.
I don't know if you deserve my dreams anymore.
Mine weren't that interesting. I mean, they were fine, but I don't remember much of them. I know I just felt the usual extra overtiredness with them, and that's not my psychological profile. We dance on it plenty, and tonight the dance card is full with your dreams, and we want to hear them.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Let me take this for 10 minutes in the middle of a cast.
Hey. That was a gambling-related call, and we had to stop for the lawn mowing of the neighbor.
The lawn mowing neighbor passed like a minute and a half after. All right, we're taking non-cast issues into the cast. I was just, I had my Monster Energy. I'm primed. I'm ready to roll. And then, right as we're ready to roll, we get back into the cast. Bam! Patrice is pissing.
Patrice is pissing all over the place. Well, that's okay.
I should piss on this laptop or get some gravy.
Get some gravy. Oh, no, wait. Go talk about your dream. I don't want to talk about what's on my laptop.
What's on your laptop?
Not that.
Great files of gravy.
Everything's labeled gravy.
So this was great. I've actually gone through since we started talking about Patrice's past habits of alcohol urination. I've vetted this stream multiple times now, and there's no way you could correlate anything in this stream to peeing.
That's too bad.
It's too
Maybe I
bad.
can do it. Maybe I can try.
We'll see how far you stretch it.
Okay.
Yeah, is that enough of a challenge?
Stretched out like your girlfriend's udders.
Dude, I would be absolutely. I want to have 2 sets of 4.
I want to give
nipples.
her a milk bucket for her
And just
her fucking birthday.
And then she'll only have 2 of them pierced, so it's you can switch between which one's pierced and not pierced.
You can flick the tongue ring up. I mean, they're not tongue ring, the udder ring.
Ooh, here's an idea. Maybe she would
tongue.
just have 1 piercing between 4, and they'd be stacked. It'd be like a pin cushion of tits.
I just want to squeeze 4 udders together and just get all the milk while they're like,
this better be skim.
Yeah, it's fucking whole milk.
It's
man.
fucking whole. And my breasts don't have Brita filters. They come out natural.
Let's just get all the vitamins out of it.
What if... Alright, I'm sticking on this breast milk, or this breast thing for too long, but what if women lactated chocolate milk?
Oh my god, I'd be so in.
Or they could take a pill and have it be a different flavor.
Would they have to be pregnant?
No, that could be the thing. They wouldn't have to be pregnant either.
So you could go date a girl that had Monster Energy nipples?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, baby, I'm getting tired. Hold on.
Yeah.
Just so the audience knows, I did a playful motion towards Andrew's non-existing titties.
Yeah, no, my titties are more existent than you would think.
Excuse me, they're not udders.
They're not udders, no. They're titties, but they're not udders or pecs.
Titties. All right. So we're gonna hop into this stream. It's a weird one.
Excellent.
For sure. I have an idea or a theory of where some of like the underlying messages come from.
Yeah.
It's really only one point that I can pull out, and you'll probably identify it as well.
Probably.
It's not that. It's going to be a different underlying point.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so here we go. We'll jump right in. So I'm just going to be reading off of my notes. So in my dream, I was working at McDonald's.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm only supposed to be the guy that sweeps the floors and cleans tables.
Yes, that's what I would hire you for too.
Right? I mean, it's like, come on. If you're going to do it anywhere, McDonald's is the best place.
Yeah, can't put you at the window.
No.
Can't put you at the register.
Mm-mm.
Can't put you near the hot fries.
Yeah. God, I mean...
You could be the guy that takes the burgers, the hot burgers, and puts them on the warm burgers table.
Ooh, I could. Because that involves the element of choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's self-control, because I could either eat the burger or I could put it on the hot table.
You know, on the hot and warm table, the cooling table, however you get the... Go ahead.
I didn't I didn't get that far in my dream, so I don't know if it's...
okay.
I'm assuming that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get to the training. So I'm working at McDonald's, right?
It's a good job.
I pull away, and I tried my best to conglomerate as many of the facts as I could, and I think I did an okay job.
Yeah.
I was carpooling to my job at McDonald's, which goes with the territory,
yeah,
right?
I mean, you're not going to have like a fucking Beamer when you're working there.
No, so I was carpooling with a guy that I knew, and I played with on club soccer when I was at school.
At college?
At college.
Yeah.
And his nickname was Goose. We called him Goose.
So does that make you Maverick?
Maybe. But it's because he's African and his full name was like...
Oh.
It's missing a letter. And it was
Okay,
Goose.
okay.
It'd be like, Goose. I don't think he liked it. But he never told anyone to not call him it.
Dang.
We may have culturally appropriated him.
I think you did.
We did. And I think I did further in my dream.
And now you're bumming rides with him. Yeah.
By including him
working at McDonald's.
But here's the thing.
He worked with you?
He didn't actually work at McDonald's. I was just part of the carpool. I don't know. That's a point.
Generally, people work either at the same place in a carpool or very close together.
Yeah, so maybe he was working there. Or maybe he's working at this other place of business that comes up in the dream.
Okay.
So it was him and his brother were also... It was us three in a car.
That's it? You and two African dudes?
Yeah, me and two African
That didn't work
dudes.
at McDonald's.
That didn't work
Driving
at McDonald's.
you to McDonald's to work at McDonald's.
That's it so far.
Okay, I'm in. All right,
All
I'm turning my
it's
body. I'm in.
We're setting the story.
I'm listening.
And I didn't know if they worked. I don't think they did. They typically, in the dream, they were hanging out in the car a lot. So I don't know. I'm not going to go out on a limb here and pull the race card and say they were smoking pot.
Yeah.
But they very well could have been.
They could have been smoking pot in their car.
Also, here's another fun fact. They were in the car with me, but I'm pretty sure my dad was the one driving. So that's an interesting turn.
Interesting. So your dad was dropping you off at your job at
My
McDonald's.
dad may have been dropping me off, or he later came and they were in the car with him.
Okay.
And they weren't stealing the car. I know that's your first thought.
No, that's not my first thought.
I'm just going to take that out of your mind. I know that's not. It's typically what you jump to.
African.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't steal cars.
No, they don't. They hotwire them.
For someone else to steal them?
For some, yeah, they're like the middleman. This is where the story gets odd. So my dad, he caught or found a green reticulated python.
What the fuck is that?
It's a type of snake.
A big one.
No, it was small though.
A baby.
It was like a dwarf.
A midget python.
Reticulated python. It was very small, and it was endangered. Ooh. It was an endangered type of reticulated python.
Nice.
And he proceeded to put it in a box and kept it in the car. And then proceeded to drop me off at McDonald's.
Yes.
So, all I know going into McDonald's... Oh, also...
Your dad's got a snake. Two guys that you played soccer with are there?
In the car, right? I've also, this is my first day on the job, and when I get in there, it was like implied I was supposed to know what I was doing, but I never reported to anyone, and no one ever said anything. They just kind of
looked. Grabbed the broom, and you're like,
kind of. I walked in, and they someone may have at the counter looked over and be like, yeah, broom's right there, man. But just didn't say it. It was just
Did you clock
language.
in?
I didn't clock in.
You don't work there if you don't clock in, man.
I was working there.
You gotta clock in.
You want to know how
You gotta find your supervisor.
You
have to clock in
how
with your
I was working there?
How?
I somehow had access, or maybe I was just stealing from them, but I had the employee drink benefit where you get one
so you're
large
just getting
cup.
a bunch of Diet Cokes?
It was sweet tea.
Sweet tea, nice.
And I kept refilling, and I kept walking around, and I was really intricately sweeping everything, and there kept all this hair. It was horse hair or dog hair
coming off of you.
No, it kept appearing on the ground, and I was like, I already swept this area. Why is there more hair?
Terrible,
and there was a bunch of glass.
Oh, why is there glass on the fucking ground? We're in the pandemic.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was pandemic in the drink.
Oh, okay.
It may have been.
It wasn't pandemic glass on the ground and dog hair.
So, yeah. So that's what I was doing. I went out of McDonald's, and I'm pretty sure I went on a break, and I left McDonald's, and I went back out to the car. And while we were when I was at the car, my dad wasn't there, but Nakus's brother was still sitting in the car, and they were still buckled in.
They never moved. And they were there for hours, seemingly days. Right?
Yeah, and I went back out to the car, and I was like, "Ooh, I wonder if the python is still there." And go figure, there's still python in the car in a box. And I knew it was venomous, but I wanted to check on it, but I was scared, and so
because it's a venomous, poisonous snake.
And so I picked it up. I picked it up a couple times, and I picked it up and wanted to hold it and kind of be friends with it and look at it, but I dropped it a couple times too.
So you dropped a baby snake on its head.
I dropped the snake.
You're a bad snake mom.
I know. God, I dropped the snake multiple times, and I thought I killed it.
Yeah.
But it was okay because it rolled over onto its side, and if snakes have a side, maybe one of its angles.
They just are round. It's cylindrical.
Cylindrical. It's not. They don't have angles. They don't have rough edges.
No.
And it was kind of playing dead. Then its eyes came back, and its mouth opened up again. I was like, "Oh, time to get you back in the box." And I shut the box.
You picked it up and didn't bite you?
I picked it up, and it didn't bite me because that's how it didn't bite me to begin with. I was holding it, and it its head would move closer, and I'd get scared and I'd drop it.
You'd be a great dad.
I'd be, right? Except babies don't have fangs.
You're gonna have a baby and you're just gonna oh, it's gonna pee, and then
it's close.
Yeah, you slam it around.
No, I see what you did there, fucker. You've been waiting for that.
Did you go to the bathroom at McDonald's?
I didn't. I did not. But here's a fun fact. I remember writing. So when I went back to the car one of those times, I got in the car because I was on my break or something, and one of the guys asked me "Hey, how's the snake?" And I was like, "I think it's fine." And then they would chill and listen to music, and a beat came on or something, and I made a silly rap about the snake, and I was like, "Oh, it's a," I think it went something along the lines of "It's a reticulated reptilian. I'm at McDonald's and trying to get it in. It's a reticulated reptilian." It was really weird. I made a legitimately rap about this snake. So, no one at McDonald's really told me what my job was. I just kind of showed up and started sweeping the floors.
Hey, man, that's good work, man.
I have a weird feeling I could have been homeless.
Yeah. In
this dream, and that was my pet snake. And
oh, your dad dropped you off. Wow.
My dad dropped me off. Maybe it was
community service, volunteer.
I'm gonna volunteer to go drop off my homeless son at his job.
You're not his volunteering. You're volunteering. I mean, I'm sure you'd like to do that.
And so that happened. I got my free sweet teas, and then I was late. So my first day on the job, I was late coming back from my break by an hour and a half. Because I went to go back to check on the snake and make sure it wasn't dead again.
Yeah. Why did that take so
I don't know. The time just seemed to warp while I was there.
The dream's trying to push you in a negative direction.
It's trying to push me, away from my job.
Yeah.
Towards the snake.
Towards the
snake. And you know what the snake represents?
What?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Alcohol?
You.
Me? Oh, no.
But that's all I remember.
That's weird. You said there was another business in it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I'm so excited. But, yeah. My dad was convinced that he needed to take the endangered reticulated python to Petco.
Oh, well known for their rehabilitation
And
program.
I made a comment about it because Petco is known for frequently taking in donated snakes. Be like, oh, today's their Adopt a Snake Day at Petco.
I got this on the sidewalk. Here we go. I got it with a shovel.
There's only 6 of these left in existence.
Let's sell one at Petco in the suburbs.
It's going to be like the GameStop version of, it's like Petco's GameStop. They're like, the best we can do is $15 or $25,000 in store credit.
$25,000 store credit.
Be like, I can't even get 2 Labradors for that. What am I doing here?
Are you afraid to go back to work?
See, and that's what I said. I think that's the one point. It's like, this whole job thing, man.
I mean, I kind of am.
I kind of am too. It's like, I don't know. I've just been focusing on school, and
I gave it my best shot already. I don't have another best shot.
That's what I already tried.
Yeah.
And when I tried, you know what I got for it? A fucked up shoulder. A previous employer fucking me over, just blowing loads on my face.
Yeah.
And
well, the shoulder was from soccer, though.
I know, but which resulted in me taking a step back from the job I actually had.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but that was an unrelated.
Yeah, but if the shoulder thing didn't happen, I probably wouldn't have ever stopped working at my job.
Oh well. Yeah, but are you glad you don't work there right now?
I mean, given the current situation, am I glad I'm not working there right now? Yeah, it's because I think it'd be tough to try and do that with my shoulder.
No, without. It was like you don't have your shoulder.
I'm pretty fucking indifferent, right?
Or you never spilled the gravy in the first place. So are you okay with your job without having those 2 factors?
I'm very indifferent. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
Is the thing. So I think
it's because we gave our best efforts to the other place.
And it's like moving on from an ex.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. You gotta,
to be honest, that's what it feels like.
You need affection, or you needed money in this case. You need to feel like you've earned it. The money.
Yeah.
And the affection. But you can get some, and it's not good enough. It's not the same, and it takes so much effort to find it in the first place.
I shouldn't have made the comparison between an ex and a job now, because all I'm thinking about now is like, I give so much effort, I get nothing in return.
Well, you had an ex that you had put so much effort into.
No, not necessarily. I have exes that. Oh, here's a funny poll. It's related.
Yeah.
I told you I think on the cast the other day, and for our listeners, I told you guys that this girl I fucked freshman year, it's actually the same girl that I fucked in the dorm kitchen.
Yeah.
She started dating this guy that looked a lot like me, just a little less attractive, probably like a month after we stopped talking.
That's weird.
And they're engaged.
They always have options.
And they're engaged now. And so
your kitchen fuck is engaged now?
My kitchen fuck is engaged. And so I told you, I'm pretty sure, I'm her. If you're going off a timeline, I'm her most recent ex, right?
Maybe.
And well, I know it is because they never stopped dating, and she could have cheated or something.
No, I mean she could have had someone in between you two.
I'm pretty sure she
attractive,
did. She was
young girl, right, in a college where everyone's getting herpes. So.
And I said oh yeah, this girl I knew freshman year got engaged, and then I followed it up, and I'm telling this to my mom and my sister. I followed it up with, yeah, I'm her most recent ex, and my mom and my sister both go, what? Why is that the way you're looking at that? And I was like, I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with that. She got over you. It took them a while to get engaged, though. That's 4 years, right?
Yeah, what do you think that's typical? What like time range do you think is?
Well, I mean, was she a freshman?
Yeah, she was a freshman.
She dated her her whole college experience. All right, then that's not that long.
That's pretty typical, right?
Yeah, I guess, because you want to we're just waiting till we're out of school. Why does that fucking shit matter? Why does it matter?
I don't know, because you're gonna feel, people feel like they're gonna have they're gonna be handcuffed.
Well, that's what it is.
Exactly.
It's like, if you're feeling that way, don't be with that person.
It's like I don't want to
with
feel
someone else.
I don't want to feel handcuffed while I'm in college. There's still things to experience.
It's like, unless someone's anal with some stranger, like why are you worrying about it?
People say stranger danger. It's I was trying to think of a fun word for anal, like anage, stranger anage.
No, backdoor pleasure. Slipping it in.
Slipping and sliding.
In through the outdoor.
Slipping and sliding. All along the waterfall with you. My backdoor girl.
You my
backdoor girl. Sha la 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 da. Just like that.
Well, you'd be surprised how quickly they can get over us and how long it takes for us to get over them.
I knew. I have been over this girl. I think for some reason in my drought of pussy.
Yeah.
I've clung on to these artificial.
Dust Bowl, man.
It is. It's like the Dust Bowl of
Tom Joad.
It's like 1910.
Yeah.
Right?
1930s. It was the 30s.
Well, okay. Agree to disagree.
What? Look at fucking
I'm
book.
kidding.
Like what's that book? Gone with the Wind. Grapes of Wrath. It was like 1930 something.
Grapes of Wrath.
It's a good book.
It was a Dust Bowl. How could there be grapes growing?
Yeah, they went to the Salinas Valley in California, thinking that that's where all the shit was going to be, and then it turns out they littered the country with flyers for it, just to get cheap labor, and they didn't give a fuck who came and who didn't.
It's the greatest hoax.
Yeah, it was just like they were all going to get their gold, you know.
You know where I go for my gold?
Where?
My nose.
If you're a little nose picker, I like picking my nose.
I don't mind it. Is it?
It's fine.
I think everyone picks their nose.
I don't think women pick their nose very much.
No,
Do women in your family pick their noses? You come from a long line of
Here's
maternal nose
Here's
pickers?
the thing. If I answer that question, you're gonna judge my family really hard based off of one question.
Yeah,
you're gonna be like, that says a lot about your family.
I've never seen my mom pick her fucking nose. She just lets it. She just suffers.
She just lets it slide out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one day your mom. Okay, your mom's gonna have like an aneurysm. Theoretically.
What?
Because.
Mom, no!
It's gonna be all this booger's gonna build up.
Boogers in her nose.
And they're gonna be pressing against her nose veins, and it's gonna short circuit.
It's gonna short circuit hemorrhage. So I guess the women in your family are healthier than the women of my family because they pick their noses and eat them.
I don't think I've ever seen my. We didn't talk about eating.
They eat them. They're gonna waste it. They don't seem like the wasteful types.
Are you saying my sisters are fat?
I mean, if boogers can get you fat.
I'm pretty sure they're keto.
They're meat, right? Is boogers meat?
No.
It's not? What is it?
It's gravy.
It's all gravy, baby. But